Shalom, 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 Israel. Happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath. Welcome back to another DSTM. I am the messenger, and today my reader is...
Shalom, Brother Shalom.
You already know what we dealing with today. Because we got to bring it out. You know, we deal with current events. We got to keep y'all current of the things that's going on out here in the nation, that's going on out here in the world. Okay? This is very, very important news, and it is imperative that we know and we understand and glean something in what we are bringing out. Okay? So, we dealing with Nick Cannon.
Oh, okay.
We are dealing with Nick Cannon. See, my reader don't even be knowing most of the time of what's finna go down on DSTM. But this is what we got to deal with. You know, we tackle these certain situations as they come in, and we got to edify the people in the process. Okay? So the lesson is entitled Nick Cannon, a man or a mouse.
Okay.
Nick Cannon, a man or a mouse. Because you got a great portion of of people and of Israelites that's saying, hey man, he shouldn't apologize. Okay? Then you got on the other end, yeah, he needed to apologize. He needed to apologize or whatnot. So we're gonna deal with it. We're gonna deal with it according to the scriptures. That's how we like to deal here at DSTM, right? So Nick Cannon, a man or a mouse. But first, we want to open up with a couple scriptures I always love to open up with. Malachi 3 and 7. Let's get that. Because if you're new here, people want to know, okay, what's up with the whole DSTM? Why y'all call yourself the messengers? Because that's what we are. You know, I'm not real big on titles. You know, I'm a man. I'm flesh. I make mistakes. But I'm working on perfection. Okay?
Malachi 2 and what?
Malachi 3, verse 7.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Malachi 2, verse 7. My bad.
All
You
right.
see, like I was just saying, I'm a man. So I make mistakes. Malachi 2, verse 7. You got to read it.
The book of Malachi, chapter 2, verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge.
The priest what?
The priest's lips should keep knowledge.
The priest's lips should keep knowledge. So that's who we are. We are the priests. Okay? The sons of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Right? Which are the Israelites. We are the priests. Right? Read.
All right. And they should seek the law at his mouth.
At what?
At his mouth.
So, we bringing this out, okay? We bringing this out, and so you all can get the message, so you can get the laws, right? Continue.
For he is the messenger of the Lord of hosts.
For he is the messenger of the Lord of hosts, okay? Welcome. Don't shoot the messenger. All right? It's going to be a lot of people offended. It's going to be a lot of people mad of the things we bring out here. And it's not here. We're not here to make friends. We only here to bring the message out, right? Give me Ezekiel 3, verse 17. That's all we here for. We just here to bring it out. And we also here to get the blood off our hands. So if you hear or forbear, right? You know, so we did our job. You got it. Read it.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
So as a watchman, we're going to watch. We watch the news. We watch the current events. We watch the weather. We watch everything the Most High have going on out here. Why? Because we the watchmen. We watch our brothers. We watch our sisters. Right? Continue.
All right. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
Give them warning from me. Okay? So we supposed to warn y'all. All right? We here to warn you. All right? We here to warn Nick Cannon. We're here to warn Ice Cube. We're here to warn Deshaun Jackson and all the other brothers that's waking up. Right? When you come to serve the Lord, hey, it's things that's gonna come come along with this territory. It ain't gonna be a easy walk in the park. Read.
Verse 18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand.
So we supposed to warn the wicked, okay, to save his life. All right. So if we don't warn the wicked by us having the knowledge the Most High gave us, we don't have all knowledge. We ain't all powerful, right? But the milk that He had bestowed on us, these laws, statutes, and commandments that we know of, our jobs is to bring it out, right? To get the blood off our hands, so we won't be held accountable for what you all are doing. Read.
Verse 19. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul.
But what?
But thou hast delivered thy soul.
But we delivering our souls because we warned you. So our job is, as the messengers, is to warn our brothers and sisters to do what? Repent and turn from their wicked ways. So that's what we're here for. Now, let's get to the lesson. I have to bring those out. Thumbs up this video. You got any questions? Leave it in the comment section below. Like this video. Share this video. Like I said, our platform is small. We only doing our small part of, bringing this truth out, right, to the 12 tribes of Israel. So, Nick Cannon, a man or a mouse? A man or a mouse? Okay. So, was he a stand-up guy? Or was he, did he tuck his tail behind his legs and run? What would you have done? Okay? What would you have done? Right? Because let me tell y'all about the media. And make sure you check the description below. I will leave the video up I did about the media, okay, about the Illuminati and the powers that runs all the media. Check that video out. I'm gonna leave it in the description. It goes more into detail about who runs the media. You run the media, you run and control the world. Okay? So check that out. Okay? It's gonna go into who owns Viacom, which is Sumner Redstone, right? Which his surname actually was Reinstein, right? He's a Jew. His father, Michael Redstone, okay? The Reinsteins, which changed their name to Redstones, they own Viacom. Okay? It goes off into that, right? It's gonna go off into its of what is really called, and Viacom is just the umbrella. Okay? But they own Viacom. Read that. Okay, you also got Rupert Murdoch. Okay, aka Robert Murdoch. So Rupert Murdoch is also a billionaire. He owns so much stuff, y'all. These are the powerful. These are the Jewish communities that runs and controls everything. This is Amalek and Esau tag teaming. They doing their thing. Okay? So make sure you check out that video. It's gonna go more into detail. Alright. So let's get a little genealogy. Okay, because the world is like, okay, how are we the Jews? We're gonna just get a little genealogy. We're gonna show you, according to the scriptures, how we are the Jews, why we making this strong claim that we are the Jews. And it's going to be very hard to debunk the claim that we are truly the Jews. Okay? Which a Jew is nothing but a stem from Judah. Is actually the tribe of Judah, which is one of the 12 sons of Jacob, which God changed his name to Israel in Genesis 32:28. Right? So a Jew is short for Judah. Okay? But you still got all of Israel. Okay? So give me that. Genesis chapter 5. We're going to start at verse 1. We're going to chase this down. I'm not going to be long today. I'm going to try to keep this thing under 45 minutes. Read.
The book of Genesis chapter 5 verse 1. This is the book of the generations of Adam. In the day that God created man, in the likeness of God made he him. Male and female created he them, and blessed them, and called their name Adam, in the day when they were created. And Adam lived 130 years, and begat a son in his own likeness, after his image, and called his name Seth. And the days, verse 4, and the days of Adam after he had begotten Seth were 800 years, and he begat sons and daughters. And all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died. And Seth lived 105 years, and begat Enos.
Stop. So Seth lived 105 years and begot Enos. Right? Okay. Enos begot Canaan. Canaan begot Mahalalel. Mahalalel begot Jared. Jared had Enoch. Enoch had Methuselah. Lamech had Noah. Noah had Shem. Okay. Ham and Japheth. Okay. So we came from Shem. We're going to prove that. Okay, so this is the genealogy of the breakdowns of how we all got here. Okay, why we call ourselves the Israelites. Right? Jump to Genesis chapter 11. We're going to start at verse 10. We're just going to give you some more of this bloodline genealogy of why we call ourselves Israelites. We tracing this back all the way back to the beginning, right? Genesis chapter 11 verse 10.
The book of Genesis chapter 11 verse 10. These are the generations of Shem.
Of who?
Of Shem.
Okay, so Shem, that's who we came from. Yeah, Shem, all right, which are the Israelites. Ham, which are the Hamites, which is today's called the Africans. And Japheth, right? And those are the Japhetic people are like your Samoans and your the Isles of the Gentile, those kind of people that's out there. Okay? Continue reading.
Shem was 100 years old and begat
Arphaxad.
Arphaxad 2 years after the flood.
Arphaxad 2 years after the flood. Okay, give me verse 11.
Verse 11. And Shem lived after he begat Arphaxad 500 years, and begat sons and daughters.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you the breakdown of the genealogy of Shem. Okay, give me verse 12.
Verse 12. And Arphaxad lived 530 years and begat Selah.
Yup, and begot Salah. Salah begot Eber. Eber begot Peleg. Peleg begot Ru. Ru begot Serug. Serug begot Nahar. Nahar begot Terah. Terah begot Abram, which God called him Abraham, right? Mm-hmm. And Abraham had Isaac and Jacob. Jacob's name was changed to Israel over there in Genesis 32:28. Okay? Matter of fact, let's get it while we over here. Genesis 32:28. You gotta break down, we gotta go through the genealogy, right? You got it?
Yeah.
Read it.
The book of Genesis, chapter 32, verse 28. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel.
But Israel, right? That's why we call ourselves the Israelites. We first started off being Jacobites. Now we are the Israelites, right? Jacob had 12 sons, which are the 12 tribes of Israel. Read.
For as a prince has thou power with God.
That's what it means. For a prince has power with God, right? So that's why we call ourselves Israelites. Now, what's going to prove this even more, you got to go into the curses of Israel. This is what it's going to be very hard to disprove that we are the Israelites, because you got to go into the curses. This right here, what happens in Deuteronomy, happens to nobody on the planet Earth. So it's going to be very hard for you to say we are not the sons or daughters of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel. Okay? Give me that. Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. You got it, read it.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Read it one more time.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee.
So we was being hard-headed in the wilderness with Moses, right? Okay. Moses was just took us from the Exodus. We was leaving Egypt, and we wanted to be hard-headed. We wanted to act like the heathen. Okay. So we got hit with these curses. All right. Jump down to verse 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Stop. Who? Tell me what other nation of people that this happens to on a large scale.
As a whole nation of people.
As a nationality of people. Read.
All right. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
Stop. Ain't that what happened to us? Right? In the transatlantic slave trade. Ain't that what happened to us when we was being sold? Okay? When our children was being taken from us. I know you done seen all the Roots movies. You done seen 12 Years as a Slave. You done seen Django. You done seen Amistad. Okay? You seen all these movies. So they show you year after year after year that this happened to who? Us. You don't see no constant remakes of Holocaust. Okay?
Right.
Where you see that at? And the Holocaust numbers was nowhere near. We lost millions of people.
I ain't never seen no Holocaust movie.
Okay? Yeah, they try to mention it, but like what's known and what's being put out here, we all know what happened to us in slavery. Okay, continue reading.
All right.
Verse 33.
Verse 33. The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always.
That's what happened to us. Okay? Read.
Verse 34. So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes which thou shalt see.
Read.
The Lord shall smite thee in the knees and in the legs with the sore botch that cannot be healed, from the sole of thy foot unto the top of thy head.
That's what's happening. Okay? We cursed. We number one in all kinds of diseases and stuff out here. Because it's them curses. The Most High put them curses on us. Right? We got the arthritis and the gout and herpes and HIV and you know what I'm saying, all these things and gonorrhea, chlamydia, all these diseases was placed on us, right? Read.
Verse 36. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king which thou shalt set over thee unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. And
stop. Ain't that what happened to us? Okay? That's what happened to us. We over here in a nation where our fathers don't know. Read.
And there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone.
So that's what happened. We over here, we serving Caesar Borgias. We serving the cobblestone and
the Christmas trees,
Krishna and all these other gods. You got what's his name? The Muslim God. All these other gods we are serving. Muhammad. Okay, Buddha. We're not serving our God. Read.
Verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations whither the Lord shall lead thee.
So that's what happened to us. They call us nigger. Call us African American. They call us Afro American. They call us coons. Okay? They call us all these things but Israelites. So when we profess ourselves being Israelites, it offends people. Why? Because we've been called everything but that.
Right, but the child of God.
Well, a child of God. Jump down to 47.
Verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things.
Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
Stop. When we go out here, we got to go to the grocery stores. For what? For food. We got to go to the clothing stores. For what? Clothes. We got to go buy water. We got to go do all these things. Right? So whatever we need, son, we got to go to our enemies to get it. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Ain't that what happened to us? Isn't that what happened to us? Right? You can go anywhere in the world and you're going to see, you go look up any artifacts, anything, you're going to see that yoke of iron around our necks. Showing that we are the children of Israel. Okay? We them Hebrew slaves Moses freed from Pharaoh.
In Egypt.
In Egypt.
Over there in Africa.
Okay? Read.
All right. He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
That's what's happening. Okay, that's what happened. We are destroyed. How? Mentally. We destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Hosea 4:6. Right? So this is how we've been destroyed. Okay? Now, this is going to be the nail in the coffin. Give me verse 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
So we was brought to Egypt again with ship. What Egypt mean? The house of bondage. Give me that Exodus 20 verse 2 real quick. Hold what you got. You got to read it.
The book of Exodus chapter 20 verse 2. I am the Lord thy God which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage. So that's what Egypt means. House of bondage. Right? So wherever we at, we are in bondage. Okay? Where we at? Babylon. Are we not in bondage? Yes. So Egypt is synonymous for bondage. Give me verse 68 again. Deuteronomy.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
No, unto your friends.
Unto your enemies.
No, unto your neighbor.
Unto your enemies.
Read.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
Ain't that what happened to us? 1619. Isn't that what happened to us? 1492. Isn't that what happened to us? Okay. Throughout all the captivities we was in, this is the last captivity. Okay? This is the last captivity. Right? So this is what happens. So it's going to be hard to debunk our claim of us saying that we are the Israelites. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you, meaning no man shall save you out the condition. No man could save you out your condition. Okay? So, Nick Cannon, a man or a mouse? A man or a mouse? I had to bring this out, the introduction. First, we had to prove that we are truly the Israelites. Right? And the Jewish people do lie. Give me that. Revelations 2:9. We being lied on. They lying saying that we ain't the Israelites. And they lying and saying that they are the Israelites. Revelations 2:9, you gotta read it.
The book of Revelation chapter 2 verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
Okay. So what the Lord is bringing out here is, through John the Revelator is, okay, and this is actually in red. So what the Lord bringing out right here, right? Read that again, verse 9.
Verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
So the Lord know our works, our tribulations. We going through hell and poverty. We are considered the Lord's people.
The minority.
The minority, as in spirit, not in numbers, because we like the sands of the sea. I still don't believe them numbers that the other nations are the majority. I believe that we are the majority of the people because the Most High say it, right? Read top at 9 again.
I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
We are what?
But thou art rich.
Read.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
The what?
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
They say they are Jews. Read.
And are not.
And are not. Matter of fact, it's blasphemy. Every time you say that you're a Jew, it's blasphemy. Read.
But are the synagogue of Satan.
But are the synagogue of Satan, the house of Satan. It's right here. Okay? It's right here. The Jewish people ain't going through no tribulation.
They own everything.
Okay? The Jewish people ain't going through no poverty. The Jewish people are financially rich.
They finance countries.
Okay? They are rich. So, the Jewish people do not fit the description of what the Lord is bringing out here in the Bible. We're going to pull some color scripts for y'all. Okay? But I just want to prove that. To be a Jew, they are not looking the part physically, and they are not looking the part financially, meaning they are not in poverty. Okay? They own everything. So how is this talking about them?
Mm-hmm. They billionaires.
Okay, give me that Revelations 3 and 9 while we over here.
The book of Revelation chapter 3 verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not.
Are what?
And are not.
They are not. Read.
But do lie.
No, they tell the truth.
But do lie.
Read.
Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee.
There you go right there. That's in red, folks. They're going to end up worshiping. Right? The last shall be first and the first shall be last. Okay? They're going to come bending down to our feet. Right? So, if we are not the Jews, so you tell, and they're the Jews, so you saying we gonna bow down at their feet? No. Okay? We're not going to bow down at their feet. We already at the bottom.
Exactly.
He's going to reverse the condition. That's what he's saying. Start at 9 again.
Verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee.
And to know that I have loved thee. He's going to show us that he loved us. This is all the Bible. How you going to debunk this? This is a prophetic book. Okay? So the synagogues of Satan is these Jewish people. Is these Edomites. These it's Amalek. All of them together. They're all Confederate. We're gonna pull that. Give me Revelations before we go out of Revelations. Give me Revelations 12 and 9. It's Nick Cannon, the man on mouse. We gonna. What would you have done? I'm hearing a lot of big talk. What would you have done? What would you do when you up under that pressure? Right? Would you buckle? 12 and 9. You got it. Read it.
The book of Revelation chapter 12 verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, called the devil and Satan.
Called the devil and Satan. The synagogue of Satan. We just read about him. Okay? Read.
Which deceiveth the whole world.
No, he told the truth to the whole world.
Which deceiveth the whole world.
So he telling the truth when he said he the Jew.
Which deceiveth the whole world.
Read.
He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
There you go, that red dragon. So he around here saying he's a deceiver, man. He's lying to people. And he's whitewashing everything. Mm-hmm. He's making it seem like, you know, we ain't the people. He wants you in darkness. He wants you confused because he know his outcome. He know the end result to everything that's going on.
And Joel 9:24.
Exactly.
He changed the faces of the judges thereof.
That's what he did.
By painting them white.
Okay. So this is what's going on, fam. We got to know what's going on out here. We got to know what's going on out here. These things keep happening to our people. Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Rashad Brooks. All the brothers that was hanging from trees. They still finding brothers hanging from trees. It's brothers hanging from trees that ain't found.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That they ain't gonna find. They ain't gonna find a lot of these brothers out here hanging. Okay? You got Robert Fuller, Malcolm Harsh, all these brothers out here hanging from trees, man. Okay? This what's going on. This is what it is. Why? Because he professed himself being a Jew. Matter of fact, let's get that. 2 Maccabees 6. We're going to start at verse 1. 2 Maccabees 6. We're going to start at verse 1. We're going to give y'all a little history. Back in Greece. All right. 2 Maccabees 6 verse 1. So this is when Antiochus tried to make our forefathers worship idols, their gods, their pagan gods, right? Start at verse 1.
The book of
2 Maccabees 6 verse 1. You got it
All
right.
The book of 2 Maccabees chapter 6 verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers.
Stop. So, you just like now, you got people out here trying to stop us from keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. They trying to compel us. How? Through music, through media, through food, through idolatry. Read.
All right. To compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers and not to live after the laws of God.
They trying to stop us from living according to the laws of God. Read.
And to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem and to call it the temple of Jupiter, Olympius.
Read.
And that in Garism of Jupiter, the defender of strangers, as they did desire that dwelt in the place.
Read.
Verse 3, the coming in of this mischief was sore and grievous to the people, for the temple was filled with riot and reveling by the Gentiles.
So that's what's happening now. Okay? You gotta, it's everything is out of order. Everything is out of order. Why? Because the Most High have not set up the kingdom. Okay? The Messiah have not came back and set up the kingdom. So you're seeing a lot of protesting, a lot of rioting, a lot of looting, a lot of shooting. Right? Read.
For the temple was filled with riot and reveling by the Gentiles, who dallied with harlots and had to do with women within the circuit of the holy places. And besides that, brought in things that were not lawful.
That's what's happening now. Okay, all these so-called temples and stuff out here, man. These places of worship, man, they in there eating pork. They in there, man. The women are coming in there half naked. They are not right. They ain't right. The same thing that was back then. Back then, it was defiling the temple, right? Continue.
Verse 5. The altar also was filled with profane things, which the law forbiddeth. Verse 6. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient feasts.
Stop. So neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient feasts. Just like now, you know what I'm saying? You be trying to get the Sabbath off, and they be like, "What Sabbath, man? If you don't get in there and go to work, don't come to me with no Sabbath." Okay. So you could back then, you'll get killed trying to keep the Sabbath. You'll get killed trying to keep the feast days. Okay. Read.
Or to profess himself at all to be a Jew.
or to profess himself at all to be a Jew. So when you got Nick saying, hey man, we the Jews, that's that same spirit of the devil. No, 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 no. You're not a Jew. No, we the Jews. It's anti-Semitism. It's oh, that's hate. That's hate because he professed himself being a Jew. Okay? The same thing that was going on then is going on now. You call yourself a Jew, they're going to look at you crazy. And then they came up with this anti-Semitism. Like, we not even Semitic. We Shemitic people. We not Jewish. We Jews. Okay? So they put their own little spin on things. Okay? So this is what they do. Okay? They don't make sayings for the so-called African Americans. All right? They don't be like, oh, they teaching hate. They against the transatlantic slave trade. It's anti-slave trade. They don't slap stuff on no titles on stuff like that. Why? Because they treat us as the bottom of the barrel. We are the lowest people in their eyes on the planet. They don't make little words for what happened to us. Okay? But really, hey, we the children of the Most High God. Okay? Christ was from the seed of David. According to Revelations 1:14, he's a black man. So, what are you, anti-Christ? Yeah, they anti-Christ because just like they say we anti-Semitic, which we are the Shemitic people, they don't throw no label on themselves saying that they anti-Christ, not believing Jesus was a black man.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So they doing these words, they playing on these words because they are the synagogue of Satan. That's what it is. So back then, hey, you couldn't profess yourself to be a Jew. So was Nick Cannon a man or a mouse? Started to look more on the man's side. He came out and said, hey, I'm a Jew. He claimed it. Okay, that's all I wanted on that. Right? Give me let's get some laws real quick. Give me Exodus, since they're speaking of the Sabbath. Give me Exodus 20, verse 8. Y'all bear with me. This for all you brothers that or sisters that's going off on Nick Cannon. He just coming into he just being enlightened. He just coming into the truth. I seen his transition, man, where he was, now he's changing up his look and he's not really all that fashionable these days because, as you come into the truth, you just start looking at things like, man, do I really need this stuff, man? This is some junk. So now you're seeing him with the Mitris on and, he might just have like on some all black or whatnot. The brother, he about to put his fringes on. You're going to see the brother putting fringes on and growing a beard, if he can grow a beard. He look real smooth face. But I'm just saying, you're going to see brothers waking up, man, coming into this truth. And it's going to be bold. They're going to be bold. You got it? Read it.
The book of Exodus chapter 20 verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work.
Stop. Thou shalt not do any work. Okay? So, a lot of brothers out here talking about Nick, they ain't even trying to get the Sabbath off. They ain't even going to their boss, even acquiring the Sabbath, even asking about it. They're not doing this. They're not doing it. So it's Nick, a man or a mouse. He came out on his platform and said what he said. You know how many millions of people that influence? The Most High use who he want to use. If Nick just said that and woke up, let's just say 100,000 people. That's numbers, man. We trying to get up out of here. The Most High use who he want to use. Right? Continue.
Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
Stop. So we supposed to be keeping the Sabbath. We ain't supposed to be doing no work. Read.
For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the 7th day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it.
Stop. So we supposed to be keeping the Sabbath, right? These folks out here keeping Sunday ain't keeping the commandments. Ain't keeping the commandments. So this for all my brothers out here that want to bash Nick and call him scary and all this and that. Even though I still don't believe that it was him actually that made the apology. He have a publicist. Okay? Their job is normally to keep you out of controversial things and publicity, bad publicity. That's the job of a publicist. Matter of fact, give me that. Job of a publicist. So he was like, hey man, that was my publicist. That's what he said. And I believe him. Because for him to be that bold and then retract everything he said, he done already said it. Now Nick is out there. Deshaun, to share what he didn't even say nothing. He just shared something. They jumped all down his throat. Okay? Give me that.
Publicist. A publicist is a person whose job is to generate and manage publicity for a company, a brand, a public figure.
Stop. So the job is to manage publicity. So things is getting out of hand where his publicist got to step in and say, hey, hold on, man. My job on the line. I work for you. It's a lot of people, man, that he employed. So is Nick a man or a mouse? It's a lot of people Nick employed. Y'all ain't thinking about that. He pay a lot of people. He said that Wildin' Out worth billions. The Max singer and all this, man, Nick been around for a minute, man. He was doing Nickelodeon like for 20 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? Viacom, so he got a long relationship with Viacom. So go look it up though, you know what I'm saying? Anytime you talking about you finna expose something and you bringing things out, they coming for you, especially on that platform. We got a small platform, you know. They'll come from the messenger too, but our platform is small where they feel like we not a real threat. Okay? But you seen what happened to Michael Jackson? This is it. This is it. He did it. This is it. He said, hey, man, he tired of this. He tired of this. Y'all don't know what's really going on. And guess what? Sony is one of the biggest media companies out here. They in the top 6. It's 6 media companies that run all the media. Make sure you watch the video in the description. Okay? So, you know, you're going to have Nick, like I said, man, you might see the brother wearing fringes. You know, you might see him, you know, growing his beard out. Okay? You might see his wife start dressing more modest and everything. But you got some brothers that don't even want to identify themselves, some sisters that don't want to identify themselves as being Israelites. They don't have no beard. They ain't got the fringes on. I'm like, dang, I get stopped all the time. Hey, bro, you an Israelite? I'm like, yeah. I get stopped all the time. Oh, I am one too. I be looking at them. I be like, You? I can't tell. You know, I still be, I be trying to, what I'm saying, keep peace with my brothers and everything. So I still, speak to them. But I just bumped into a guy at Target. Not today, of course, because it's the Sabbath. But the brother was like, oh, hallelujah, hallelujah, and all this and that. And then his head was bald. His face, what I'm talking about. This dude's face was shining, and his head was shining, so he was using a razor, right? The brother didn't have no fringes on, okay? The sister wasn't dressed modest. She had on pants. So guess what? They ain't identifying themselves. They're not a target. So is Nick a man or a mouse? You got some brothers out here that won't. I'm talking about won't identify themselves at all. They're gonna deny. They're gonna deny Christ like Peter did. Okay? They're gonna deny who they are. They're just flat out. Right? They ain't gonna let their light shine. Give me that. Matthew 5:16. No, I don't believe Nick did. I don't believe he apologized. I believe that was his publicist. Okay, just like everybody else got publicists in this industry. When they didn't say something, the publicist's job is to fix it. Give me that.
The book of Matthew chapter 5 verse 16. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works.
Go read from the top again.
Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works.
Stop. Let your light shine before men that they can see that they may see your good works. Okay? Oh, he keeping the commandments. Oh, I see that I can see the visual commandments that he's keeping. Right? Continue.
And glorify your Father which is in heaven.
What it do? It glorifies our Father which is in heaven. Okay? That's what we supposed to be doing, letting our light shine. Okay? We gotta also make sure we ain't doing this. Give me Luke 12 9. Give me Luke 12 9. Start at 8.
The book of Luke chapter 12 verse 8. Also I say unto you, whosoever shall confess me before men, him shall the Son of Man also confess before the angels of God.
Read it one more time.
Also I say unto you, whosoever shall confess me before men, him shall the Son of Man also confess before the angels of God.
So that's in red. That's the Lord speaking again. You claim him, he gonna claim you to the Father. Right? Read.
But he that denieth me before men shall be denied before the angels of God.
So if you deny him before men, you gonna be denied before the angels of God. He's not gonna claim you because you denying him before men. What Nick do? Nick said, hey, we the Jews, we the Israelites. Mm-hmm. He didn't deny, he claimed. Now he had to go back and retract statements due to maybe death threats and jobs and things of that nature. But would you put it all on the line like Nick did? Do you got that kind of zeal? Do you got that kind of boldness? Can you put it all out there? Hey, don't say what you won't do until you put in that position. You're going to be tested. Are you going to be like Peter and deny Christ thrice? Because he did, and he was the disciple. He rolled with Peter, with Christ. So, hey, be mindful. Be mindful. All right? be mindful of these things, because it's a lot of, like, I'm seeing a lot of this online right now. Okay, even Paul, he had to apply wisdom when he was dealing with the Gentiles. He had to apply wisdom when he was on trial. He was talking like, man. That's why his letters are so hard to get. You know, Paul got hard sayings, because if you ain't versed in the Old Testament, he'll throw you. It make it sound like he's with the Gentiles, or like he's trying to do away with the law, and he's not. It's just that he became all things to all men. Okay, and he had to watch what he was saying. Okay, but Paul represented. He said, "I'm an Israelite. I'm from the tribe of Benjamin."
Yeah.
Okay. So in certain situations, sometimes we tend to do certain things. All right. Give me that, and give me Luke 9:49. Because I'm seeing a lot of our brothers throw old Nick under the bus. That's what they doing. They throwing him under the bus because, you know, one thing, he ain't in their camp. I don't know who he with. I can tell he been listening to somebody. I can tell the way he looking and dressing right now. The brother's studying, right? Luke 9:49. Give me that.
The book of Luke, chapter 9, verse 49. And John answered and said, Master, we saw one casting out devils in thy name, and we forbade him, because he followeth not with us.
He didn't follow. So you got Nick saying, hey, we the Jews, right? We the people. He casting out devils when he say that. He casting out the synagogue of Satan when he make a claim like that. Right? Read.
Verse 50. And Jesus said unto him, forbid him not.
Man, let Nick do his thing, man. Let Nick Cannon do his thing, man. Let him put this truth out here with the you know, the small understanding that he might have. He could have a great understanding that he's gonna probably come out with in the future and show what he really know. But he treading light. Certain things he can do. That's why he got the Canon class. That's his platform. Right? Read.
For he that is not against us is for us.
Read that again, top of 50.
For he that is not against us is for us.
Start at verse 50.
Oh, verse 50. And Jesus said unto him, forbid him not.
Don't mess with him. Okay, read.
For he that is not against us is for us.
For he that is not against us is for us. So our brother Nick is for us. He's for us. He is for us. Okay? And don't talk about what you won't do. I gotta pull this while I still got time. You gotta read.
The book of Matthew, chapter 26, verse 34. Jesus said unto him, verily I say unto thee, that this night before the cock crow, thou shalt deny me thrice.
Stop. So Peter was like, yeah, I'm with you, Christ. I'm with you. I'm amped. I'm lit. I'm with you. We going all out. Christ was like, hey, man, before the cock crow, you're going to deny me thrice. Right? Okay. 35.
Verse 35. Peter said unto him, though I should die with thee, yet will I not deny thee. Likewise, also said all the disciples.
Stop. So they were like, no, we're going to die with you. Oh, we down. We going to die with you, Christ. Like, we in. We about to turn up. Okay? So, what we saying? Peter was a coward. What we saying? No, Peter did deny Christ thrice. So when that heat be turned up on you, you don't know what you would do. But Christ knew what he was. Christ knew everybody that was around him. Okay? The Messiah knew everybody that was around him. Jump down to 69.
Verse 69. Verse 69. Now Peter sat without in the palace, and a damsel came unto him, saying, Thou also was with Jesus of Galilee.
Stop. So a woman said, hey, you was with Jesus of Galilee, right? Read.
But he denied before them all, saying, I know not what thou sayest.
Hey, no, I wasn't. I wasn't with him. Read.
And when he was gone out into the porch, another maid saw him and said unto them that were there, This fellow was also with Jesus of Nazareth. And
hey, so another guy was like, hey, this fellow was with Jesus of Nazareth. Read.
And again he denied with an oath, I do not know the man.
So he swore, hey man, I don't know this man. Man, on everything. On phone enough, right? I don't know this man. This guy swore with an oath. Why? Because the pressure is on. The pressure is on. So that's twice. Read.
Verse 73. And after a while came unto him they that stood by, and said to Peter, Surely thou also art one of them, for thy speech betrayeth thee. Then began he to curse and to swear, saying, I know not the man. And immediately the cock crew.
Read top of verse 74 again.
Then began he to curse and to swear, saying, I know not the man. And immediately the cock crew.
He denied him again. That's thrice. I know not the man, and the cock crew. Okay? So, was Nick Cannon a man or a mouse? Okay? So don't say what you wouldn't do. You have not been you have been in the hot seat. A lot of y'all just coming in this truth. A lot of y'all ain't did nothing in this truth. A lot of y'all are not even laboring in this truth. Okay? So don't say what you would have done and you have not been put in that position. You have not been put in that position. Okay, we got a couple more and we're going to get up out of here. All right. Give me Luke 14:33. These some words of encouragement, encouraging words, some words of encouragement for our brother and our brethren that's out here doing this work. Luke 14:33, you got it, read it.
The book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 33. So likewise, whosoever he be of you that forsaketh not all that he has.
Stop. Ain't that what Nick Cannon is doing? He's forsaking his job. He's forsaking his family. He's forsaking everything that he has. You know he finna get blackballed for this, right? They blackball brothers for this kind of talk. He's probably not gonna be able to work nowhere. I'm telling you, you might see him at Trader Joe's in here in a couple years somewhere. I'm just saying. This guy's putting a lot on the line when he step out and do these things. Ice Cube still sticking to his guns because you know he NWA.
Oh yeah, he always been on.
He boys in the hood. Like some people just got more of that lion, that bold, fierce spirit on them. Start from the top of 33 again.
Verse 33. So likewise, whosoever he be of you that forsaketh not all that he hath, he cannot be my disciple.
He cannot be what?
He cannot be my disciple.
So y'all think about that. when you scared, you don't want to get the Sabbath off. You scared to even ask. You scared to ask for a feast day. You scared to let them know. I let my job know from the top. They asked me, oh, so are you Jewish? I was like, nah, I ain't Jewish. You know, I'm a Jew. I just kept it, I kept it simple. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm from the seed of my forefathers. I'm those people, nationality wise. I'm an Israelite by nationality, okay? Then of course, my name helps. Zachariah Israel is my actual name. Okay? That is my actual name. So that helps, I was born in this truth. So it helps, everybody that know me, that personally know me, know my history. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be prepared, brothers and sisters, to lose everything when you come into this truth. Or, be self-employed or something. I got a backup plan. Who's to say, they might get pissed off at me. Might be like, hey, you gotta go or whatnot. Even though I don't hate anybody. I just read the words in the Bible. I'm peaceable with all men. But some people, this word is gonna offend a lot of people. Okay? That's what it is. But you gotta be able and willing to put it all on the line. All right? Give me Matthew 19:29. We're gonna end it with this one. Now, before you do that, let me get some color real quick. Give me Jeremiah 14:2. Give me Jeremiah 14:2. I gotta prove that the Jews are black. I got to. I got to, man. I'm not gonna go into all the color scriptures, but I am gonna give you this one because a Jew is short for Judah. I'm gonna show you that Judah, the Jews are black. You gotta read it.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black.
They are what?
They are black.
They are what?
They are black.
Read.
Unto the ground.
Unto the ground. What color is the ground? Black. Read.
And the cry of Jerusalem is gone up.
Okay. So, that's what it is. The Jews are black. Okay? Now, we're going to go and, you got more color scriptures. Revelations 1:14. Mm-hmm. What else you got?
You got Solomon said he was black and comely.
You got Daniel 7:9.
You got Daniel 10:5. You got so many more.
You got all these scriptures you can go look at that's showing you what it is.
Right.
All right.
Moses stuck his hand. That whole little miracle.
Exactly.
Messiah did.
His hands was white, leprous, and it's showing you that, we what they call melanated. We are the colored people, the so-called black people that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
All right. Now we're gonna end it. Give me Matthew 19:29. Let me give y'all, this one before we get up out of here. So now you decide: is your brother Nick a man or a mouse? Was it helpful that he did when he said that, when he put that information out? Did that help the nation or did it hurt the nation? Let me know. Let me know in the comment section.
You said Matthew 19:29.
Matthew 19:29. You got it. Read it.
The book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 29. And everyone that have forsaken houses.
Stop. Forsaking your houses. So, it's a lot of repercussions that's going to come behind this. the brother is going to lose a lot. He's going to lose a lot. Read.
Or brethren.
He's going to lose a lot of friends. He's going to lose a lot of brothers. Read.
Or sisters.
He's going to lose a lot of family. Read.
Or father. Or mother. Or wife.
Hey, he's going to probably lose his wife behind this. Okay?
Or children.
Hey, he got them beautiful twins. You know, it's a lot that he's putting out here that he just put on the line for this word. So is he a man or he's a mouse? Is he a rat? No, man. Come on, y'all. Read.
Or lands.
Or lands. He's going to lose a lot. A lot of lands, a lot of property. Read.
For my name's sake.
For my name's sake. Read.
Shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life.
He's going to receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life. So Nick Cannon, brother, hey, you are on the right path, okay? You just got to be careful about how you go about doing it. And I say, bro, get with a body, man. Get among some elders, man. That way they can, you know, they can help you on this spiritual battle. They can give you that wise counsel. Somebody would have said, no, bro, don't do it like this. Let's do it this way. Or no, bro, I tell you what, you stay in the cut. You fund this and we can get more out. Because you could have kept doing what you was doing and keeping the commandments and could have been doing your thing low key. You know, it's a lot of, hey, this ain't the Christian church, man. We don't take tithes. Your arms could have helped with the brothers and sisters that's flying over seas to bring this gospel out to the four quarters of the earth. Everything helps, bro. Okay? So, brother, like I'm saying, you on the right path. Continue to repent. It sounds like you are, you know. Knowing is one thing, but you got to apply the scriptures. That's the most important thing. Okay? You got to get rid of the idols. You got to get rid of their food. You got to get rid of their women. You got to come out of her completely. All right? So, I hope this video was edifying. I hope it strengthened your walk. Was Nick Cannon a man or a mouse? Let me know in the comment. Make sure you like, thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. This COVID-19 is serious. If it's being manufactured or if it's really a pandemic or whatever they doing, it's of the Most High. So let's keep repenting. Let's keep moving forward towards our whole duty, and that's to fear the Lord and keep His commandments, right? So we can see the kingdom. So make sure you out there being vigilant, you being sober, your head is on a swivel, you staying in good health, right? And I hope this video was edifying. I hope it strengthened your walk. And remember, don't shoot. I am only the messenger. Shalom.
Shalom.